Good morning. Day 6 here in Umatilla. Thinking about going just a Walla Walla today. I think it's 60-ish miles. Maybe it's a little bit less, maybe a little bit more, but a little sore from yesterday, which is understandable. It's a little bit after, I think I already said it, 6:11. Everything's packed up. I'm gonna head across the street to a coffee stand, get a coffee, sit outside in the sun, and then make my way down the Columbia River, next to the Columbia River on the Oregon side today before crossing back into Washington. So I will see you out on the road. Well, on the road, it's about 6:55 on this bike trail. The one I came in on last night is supposed to take me to 3rd Avenue. My Garmin seems to be taking forever to calculate, which is cool. 3rd Street ahead, make a U-turn, and y'all are out of your mind. We'll get it figured out. It's supposed to be along the river most of the way today, again. So, should have some good breezes. And we'll check in from time to time to see how the progress is. Talk to y'all later. Had a little detour. Stopped at a gas station, picked up some, shitty snacks. And then Garmin wants to be a fucking dickhead, freak out, not calculating, sending me down some stupid ass streets. Sometimes that motherfucker's stupid. Trust your own map reading skills, people. Don't always listen to your Garmin. Sometimes it's fucking wrong. Oh well. It's like a brand new lieutenant. Get your ass fucking lost. Enough for the rant. Let's get back to riding. See y'all in a little bit. So, finally getting out of Umatilla, and I find that I'm on this road for the next 26 miles. I guess it'll be okay as long as the shoulder stays like this. We'll see. So, this road has turned out to be pretty nice for the most part. I mean, there's some trucks and stuff, but it doesn't seem like the traffic's too heavy. Maybe it stays that way the rest of the time I'm on it. If it does, that'd be fantastic. And the scenery, itself, kind of just the grassland type high desert stuff. Just past 8:32, about an hour and a half in. I'm at just under 20 miles. Walla Walla is actually less than 40 miles from here. So there's a bike shop if it's open. I gotta get them to check out my front brake.
there's just too much play in it. I tried pulling out some of the slack and tighten it back down, but it's just too, and I need to get it fixed. So we'll see what happens after I get that taken care of. Hopefully it can get taken care of quickly. And you know what? I might ditch these arrow bars if they have some mountain bike bar ends so I can sit it up, because I find myself riding with my hands. Here, I'll show you. I find myself riding with my hands on the elbow pads. It's just super upright, and when you're cruising with the tailwind or just taking it easy, it's super fucking comfortable. So maybe I can do that. But I'm gonna take a break and see what happens, and we'll get back on the road here in a minute. I guess we get to come back to Washington without crossing the Columbia again. Yay! Hell yeah! Walla Walla. So we're in Walla Walla. Rolled 66 miles and 1,800 feet of elevation today. Super easy. Stopped by the bike barn. They squared away and got my situation with the brakes fixed. They used the third hand tool to pull some more cable, and then
cut the cable and put a new tip on and check the tire pressure and, sent me on my way. The dudes were cool, pretty friendly. Um, Not an issue to help at all. So that was awesome. Looking at the weather for tomorrow, it looks like there's going to be pretty good amount of tailwind. I know it's a lot of an uphill day, supposedly a lot of climbing looking at the elevation map on Ride with GPS, but there's a 60 mile and an 80 mile option, good for stops. So those are what I'll be looking at tomorrow. And it looks like we're going to be able to camp again tomorrow too, because I really was going to do that tonight, but no, decided not to. So anyway, gonna go get something to eat here in a minute, do some laundry, and repack the bags. I'll see y'all later. Have a good evening. Good morning. Day 7. Just finished eating breakfast here. Pretty good breakfast here at the Best Western Plus in Walla Walla. They had waffles, biscuits and gravy, eggs, bacon. I guess the lady in there was also cooking eggs to order, if that's your thing. Yogurt, so I had a pretty good breakfast this morning. Got everything packed up, about ready to head out. Weather's supposed to be overcast today, pretty windy, 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, coming from the southwest, so pretty much gonna be a tailwind most of the day today, maybe a slight crosswind, but I don't, that's kind of how it was 2 days ago too, so I think it'll be all right. Looking to get to past Pomeroy, maybe Clarkson, I don't know. There's quite a bit of climbing today. Clarkson's like 80 miles, so I'm not sure we'll go that far. Is it 80 miles? Maybe it's 60. Either way, I don't know if I want to go that far today, but we'll see how that goes, and see you out on the road later.
So I'm back, leaving Walla Walla. We got us on a cycle path this morning. Yeah, weather's definitely different today. Overcast, strong winds, and it's definitely cooler. At least cooler than the last couple of days. Not as cool as the first two, but that's okay. Man, these roots, when they overgrow these pathways, make it a rough ride sometimes. Along with down trees. Branch is not a tree, but ow, fucking snagged. So, thing I mount my GoPro on busted. It's rather inconvenient, but whatevs. I'll find a replacement at some point, I suppose. Maybe not, whatever. The day has been work so far. It's absolutely insane. It's been nothing but climbing. Nothing serious, but just anywhere from 1 to 4%. Just constant, just like that. I don't know if that does any justice, but then the occasional downhill. Sometimes you can feel the wind assist, and then the road cuts the other direction. It gets you in a crosswind, and doesn't seem to do anything but kind of hinder your progress. So, slow day. Want to take my shirt off under the sun hoodie, but not enough sun out to do that. I'm kind of cool, but I'm sweating. So keep it on for a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I don't think it's supposed to. It's just supposed to stay overcast. Anyway, gonna take this break, eat a little snack, drink some water, then get back to it. Catch y'all later. Hell yeah. How awesome is that? That's fucking dope. It is so beautiful. Look at all that. About to hit a 6% downgrade for the next 3 miles. Shit's pretty dope. Climb complete. This is what we're looking at. Alright, gotta get the hands on this because it's windy. Later. Good thing I put this up. That downhill got sketch fast. With the winds and changing directions, yeah, I had to unclip and keep one foot near the ground, and it was just alternating my brakes at one point because anything above 25 to 30 was just way too fast. And if it wasn't a windy day, you could cruise down that doing 50 and it would have been dope as hell. But today, nah, that was probably about the scariest part of this trip. Even scarier than going down Baby Shoe Pass on that gravel, and that shit was wild. So it's, what time is it? 10:30. We're 43 miles in. Be in Pomeroy around lunchtime, a little bit afternoon, I think, and we'll make a decision then. We're probably gonna go to Clarkston today, so just, you know, I'm preparing myself, and we'll see y'all later. So at lunch at Mi Pueblito, the burrito was on fucking point. It was so good. That avocado salsa burned a hole in my mouth. Hopefully it doesn't treat me bad later. It was delicious. So we're headed out, going to push on to Clarkston. I've got one climb coming up in about 2 miles. My legs don't want to work right now, but that's expected after a break like that. So we'll see you in a little bit. Later. Just got done with our last climb of the day, at least according to Garmin. So it's mostly downhill. I just got this little piece that's right behind me. Steep grade, 5 miles. Get it. Came down the pass. Started raining. Stopped halfway down, put on a raincoat just to not stay dry, but to keep warm. Found this cool area right off the road. Been here a little bit. Rain's picked up a little bit more. I'm just gonna wait, and we'll get on the road in a little bit. See you in a while. So we made it. We are in Clarkston. Today was a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. The total riding time wasn't that long, just the lapse time was 11-ish hours. So, you know, that's a while to be out. Time in the saddle was 7 hours and 17 minutes, went 99.22 miles and 4,800 feet of elevation gain. I thought it felt kind of tough. It was kind of a tough day at points, but
overall, felt pretty good climbing, even though I think, yeah, some of it was wind assisted. Some of the descents were super sketch with the crosswind. Not fun, and definitely did get rained on. So, other than that, it was an excellent day. Well, I'm gonna get changed, take a shower, get changed, get something to eat, because I'm starving. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. It's day 8 in Clarkston, Washington. Obviously getting a little bit later start than usual. We're only going about 45, should be less than 50 miles, I think. I don't know. It'll be right around 45, 50 to Winchester Lake State Park in Idaho. Gonna camp there for the night, and then after that, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of options. I guess it does go through a lot of national forests. There could be some wild camping, but today there's one big climb. It's like 10 miles at 4% average, so that means a lot of 7, 8, and some 10 and 12%. So it'll be, I won't want to do much more after that probably. Anyway, so gonna sit here, finish up a cup of coffee, then finish packing and think about getting changed and maybe getting on the road by 9. I think 9 sounds good. See y'all in a little bit on the road. Bye. So we're in the process of leaving Clarkston. Just stopped at a Walgreens, picked up a couple supplies, and I already got flipped off once by someone going the opposite fucking way, even not even the way I was going. Guess what? It was a pickup truck, exactly what you'd expect. A 2500 Ram, some shithead. Anyway, I just ignored it, kept going, but whatever. Like, I inconvenienced him for just existing. Fucking crazy. Well, I guess we got a bridge to cross at some point, so I'm gonna have to put this up because I don't have something to hold it. So, see you in a little bit. Well, we're officially in Idaho along the Snake River here in Lewiston, and it's a lock. I'm not sure. I guess that's so trains can get across. Light sprinkle, supposed to be about 4,500 feet of climbing today, 45 miles, so should be a tough day, but it'll be all right. I bought a chest thingy for the GoPro, so I'll set that up a little bit later when we get out a little bit ways with some other scenery and see how that kind of footage goes. Maybe it looks good, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe you'll just see the big tip of my aero bars. It'd be kind of awkward, but try something. Catch y'all in a minute. I want to take a second here to appreciate this path coming out of Lewiston, because it is absolutely wonderful along the Snake River. It's 10:30. We're about 13.5 miles in. Took forever to get out of Lewiston, just chilling. Pretty enjoyable. So take it easy. Got a 10-mile climb coming up in about 15 miles, 19 miles. So it's gonna take me all day. I'm just gonna chill and take it in stride. Not gonna rush it. Hang out here for a few minutes and get back on the road. See you in a minute. Just finished the first of my 2 rated climbs for the day, I guess, according to Garmin.
About to hit this downhill. Wicked. On another note, motherfuckers out in eastern Washington, eastern Oregon, and now in Idaho, these motherfuckers be drinking and driving, like a lot. And in my unscientific survey, it appears their beer of choice, number one, would be Busch Light. Number two, surprisingly, following up Busch Light, is Keystone Light. And thirdly, the last favorite, the top third favorite I've seen is, of course, the king of beers, Budweiser. How many people are drunk driving right now? I don't know. Does this shit all happen at night? These motherfuckers just wild all the time. I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever. Kind of worrisome for me sometimes, but everything seems cool now. Alright, well, we'll see you at the bottom of the hill at some other point. We're on the climb. We've got about 6 miles left, so 6.6. So we're about a third. Yeah, we're a third of the way. Taking the obligatory break at 15 minutes in. Actually, it's a little bit longer than that because the first part was really just the same shit I've been doing all day, so it wasn't even a big difference. But it is wicked dope up here. So beautiful. I was tempted to take the less hilly route with more traffic, but I told myself, fucking, don't be a punk. This is what you wanted. And I was right. I do want this. This is why I'm doing this, for this. So I would have felt bad if I would have gone the other way. So I'm pretty fucking stoked right now. Well, get some water. I don't need a snack. I've been eating all day today. Stopped, had lunch. I don't need anything to eat right now. I'm gonna have to worry about keeping it down at the pace I'm going, so hopefully that stays the case. See y'all in a little bit later. It's 2:23 and we're definitely over halfway up now. We got 4.24 miles left and 1,100 feet to go. And once again, just greeted with excellent views. Just doing the obligatory stop. I think this is my fourth one on the way up, at least since I've turned off the highway, because it started back before this road. So I've been on this road for an hour so far. So pretty slow, but could be more difficult. I've done harder. I think Baby Shoe Pass was more difficult just due to the fact that it was gravel. But still, a good test. And it's a good day today. So I'm gonna finish this rest stop, drink some water, and get back on the bike here in a few minutes. Catch y'all in a little bit. Hell yeah. So climb complete. Just about 2 hours to go 10 miles and 2,700 feet and some change. I think I got about 7 miles to Winchester Lake State Park, where I've got a campsite. Set up camp, probably take a shower if they've got showers there, and then figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. I think there's a bar in town that's not more than a mile away, 2 miles. I might just take the shit off my bike and ride there. I don't know, we'll see. I'd like to save some of my food for the more remote parts after tomorrow. heading into Missoula. So we'll see. No biggie either way. See you guys in a little bit. Well, we made it to Winchester State Park, Winchester Lake State Park. Got the camp set up. You know, just getting ready for the night, eat some dinner. Total rolling time was 5 hours and 9 minutes, 48.2 miles, and 4,300 feet of elevation gain. So not a lot of distance, but some good climbing today. Probably do about 50 to 60 tomorrow. We'll just see how I feel. All right, y'all have a good evening.